from Ohio, making that play.
Mhm.
Talk about what went into making that play and your thoughts after it.
I mean, just being from Ohio, just in a sense, like the whole game is personal. Every year, it's so personal to me. And I say before the defense went out there, I told myself, you either gonna make the play or somebody else is to seal the game. And I told the up front they got to get to the quarterback for us. And I believe Mason and Jalen did, and made the play.
What does it say that you guys were able to do on defense, what you did without Will Johnson?
I mean, I think it says we have a lot of depth, and especially J-Mac stepping up and Mikey going the corner. Mikey being interchangeable and being such a great player, it just helps us have depth, and everybody else can get money.
In the front left here, Chris.
Blake, what's the mindset on that last drive, and what did JJ say to you guys in the huddle?
The mindset was, get the first down, smash them. And then, the last drive, we weren't able to get the first down. And we were able to kick the field goal and go up, and then we relied on the defense, and they were able to get the job done,
And then your kicker, just talk about what James Turner did.
He was money. He was money. You know what I'm saying? He was calm, cool, and collected. Hit all of them. Couldn't ask for a better kicker than my guy. So, jolly good fellow to him.
Okay, we'll stick on the left side here in the front row, Mitch.
Blake, can you talk about after Zach went out and you guys all huddled together, and then the play that you ended up right after getting the ball? Did you want that ball? What was going through the huddle right before that? What was going through the emotion with the teams as you saw him cart it out? Just walk us through that whole sequence up to you.
The middle one?
Yeah, that one's not working. Thank you.
When my guy was going down, Zach's my guy. He's another guy that came back for unfinished business. That's why we came back, and, seeing him go down the last game hurt. Very emotional, seeing, what he was going through down on the ground. But we came together. And we knew we had to do it for him, and very next play, boom, we went up. So, I know he's going to come back stronger than ever. One of the best guards in the nation. It's tough, losing a piece like that, but I believe in my guys. I believe they're ready, and I believe the next man's ready to step up. But, I'm praying for Zach, and like I said, I know he'll be back better than ever.
Front left, Bob.
Blake, with everything going on, your head coach wasn't here, Zinner went out, Will Johnson went out. Was this the most emotional, toughest game you guys have played, do you think?
It was tough. Last week was tough, So, we came in the game battle tested. We've been going through things all year, so we know how to stick together and, just play for each other, always have our brothers back. But obviously, having, Coach not here, having Zach leave, having Will go down, like all those things hurt. But like I said, we're battle tested, so we know it's a next man up energy, and we know we have our brothers back, and we all need to come together to make big plays.
And the right side in the middle there, Adam.
Hey Blake, players are often defined by this rivalry. How will you look back at your career now with this win, and what would you kind of say to Coach Harbaugh the next time you see him?
This being my last game in the big house, over my last 4 years, I'll look back and just pray. I left a legacy. I stamped my mark here. I made a difference. On and off the field. But looking back at this game, I feel like, this is why I came back. I couldn't go out in the big house like I did last year. It hurt. So I came back for a game like this, but I hope I just left a legacy that will be remembered. And so I'm so appreciative for the University of Michigan. It's been nothing but good, and best believe I'll be back every chance I can to see the big house and the best fans in the nation.
Second row on the left in the middle.
This could be for any of you guys. Been a lot of talk, nationally and especially on fans of the other team's side. Last two times we beat these guys, it had something to do with something other than you guys. What do you think you guys proved in that regard today?
I didn't think we proved any of those guys wrong, or that was our intention. We proved ourselves right. We know who we are as a team. We know all the work that we put in, and we just wanted to go out there and display it for the world to see. And obviously extremely happy with the way we did it.
Front row, right, Aaron.
Rod and JJ, it's 3 years in a row now you've beaten the Buckeyes. Can you just speak to the emotion of what you guys are going through right now, just what you're feeling and the success you guys have had the last couple years?
I really can't put into words how I'm feeling. Just being a three-peat and being from Ohio, it feels great. especially them guys not recruiting me when I was coming out of high school. Just being able to beat them and get to get back on them feels so good.
I would say, obviously I have a personal story with that, but, it's just a blessing in disguise because this university is the best university in the world, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, so happy to be a part of this team. Love every single one of these guys, and happy we did it out there today.
The second row on the left, Charlie.
Rod, you've kind of talked about your emotion with that last play, but I'm curious for Blake and JJ, when you watch Rod make that play really seal the victory, what was going through your guys' mind? Was there nerves before it? What was the emotion like afterwards?
For me, for me personally, I wanted to get that first down so bad so we could, take a knee and get in the victory formation, the best formation in football. But I knew my defense, I knew when we kicked the field goal and the defense had to go back out there, I knew someone was going to make a play, because, you practice like you play, and we practice hard, man. And so, seeing Rod out there get that pick, it just brought joy to my heart, because I knew, I knew he was ready. I knew he was ready for the moment, and when the opportunity came, he took advantage of it, and, he did his thing. So, I knew the defense was going to come through for us.
Yeah, same thing. I have so much trust in that defense. Obviously, we see them every single day, so I know how good they are. And I'm not lying to you. I really felt like Rod was going to make the play. Like, honestly, I just had this deep feeling in my gut that my twin was going to show up when it mattered. That's for sure.
All right, we'll go to the back right there. Rainer.
Blake, considering what you said, I guess, back in February at Chrysler and, the team stated mission and all that's going around, would you say this is the most significant victory of your time at Michigan?
100%. Just because, there's going to be more to come, but as of right now, this is, to me, my greatest win. Because when you say something, you have to stand on it, and when I put it out there, before the season, we were going to do all these things, I knew I was going to have to back it up, so, my team came together and we all backed it up, but just like, Kobe Bryant said, the job's not finished, man. We have a lot of work to do. We have to go back, tomorrow. We can enjoy the day, but we had to lock into Iowa right away and get ready for Indy. And then after that, we'll see. But, just like the great Kobe Bryant said, the job's not finished, man.
And how about for you, JJ? I mean, how would you rank this win, I guess, in your time here?
Same thing that Blake said, We'll figure it out when we're all out of here, and we'll rank it then. But job's not finished. We've been here before. We've been in this situation. We just got to focus on, watching the film, getting after it on Monday, getting after it on Tuesday, and just keep things simple like we've been doing all year.
Okay, third row on the left, Bill.
This question for JJ and Blake. It started with that 4th and 1 or 4th and goal. You guys hit all 3 4th downs. There was some talk that you guys were a little more conservative the last 2 weeks, but talk about those play calls and what went into them and the confidence you had that you guys would convert on those.
Want to start?
Yeah, I got it. Coach Moore said from the get-go that he was going to call the most aggressive game he's ever called. And, that just, for the big boys, for Blake, for myself, that just, it's music to our ears. And, just knowing that he has the confidence in us to go get that extra yard or go get that 2 yards, it means the world because, that's who we are. That's who we are. We're going to get that 2 yards or that 1 yard no matter what.
Yeah, like you said, Coach Moore said at the beginning of the game, he's not calling this game scared. He's going to empty the tank. And, that's what he did. And then, when we get, on those 4th and 1s, Coach Moore, he always says smash. Then you have, A.J. Barner, over there screaming in his Triple H voice, it's time to play the game. And, that gets me hyped up. And it's like, oh, man, I got to score. I know they're going to form a hole. I'm about to run someone over. And it just makes the hairs on my arm stick up, But, when we get in those, situations, we know we just got to come through and, handle business. And we do for the most part.
Okay, we're going to go with about 3 more. Austin on the left, and then you on the right, sir.
JJ, what was Coach Harbaugh's last message to the team, and when did it come? Was it last night or this morning?
Do y'all remember?
Hey, last night.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah. So last night he gave this great speech. I mean, all the position coaches did. And the one thing that really stuck out at the end, he said, the whole mantra, the team, the team, the team. He was saying, we are that team. Everything we do from just a character and from a hardworking and committed perspective, He was just saying that we are those guys, and we should just, really believe it, embody it, and go out there and show the world.
On the front right there, sir.
Rod, you got the bluffs on, but I got to ask you this question. Did the dream come true? Because I can imagine as a young kid, this is something that you've been dreaming about ever since you stepped on this campus.
Mm-hmm.
And to have a dramatic moment the way that you have. Just describe it again. A lot of people may have come in late, but talk about a dream coming true for you on that last play.
Yeah, it was a dream coming true. Making a game-winning play on one of the biggest games probably in college football history. And, like I said, I really can't put it into words how I'm feeling. I was on the field just looking like I just called game. Like, I did that. So, I can't really explain to you, just a dream come true, like you said.
Ice in his veins.
Yeah.
Two quick things for all of you. Have you FaceTimed with Jim after the game, or is there a plan to meet with him after?
Have not.
I haven't yet, but
may give him a call.
best believe I will be talking to Coach.
Yeah. I think we were trying to get him into Chrysler yesterday, but he didn't want to, piss anybody off.
And sort of piggybacking on that, can you describe what these last 3 weeks have been like, going through all of the off-field stuff and not having your coach on the sideline?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot, but the way we've handled it, I'm so proud of Coach Moore. I'm so proud of just every person in that building, from Coach Harbaugh down to, the nutrition staff to everybody. It's just been amazing to see the way they handled it, adapted, and just continue to keep the main thing. It was really special to see.
Yeah, just handle it, each and every situation, just so in like a mature way, you know what I'm saying? No one cried, no one whined, it's just like, okay, if this is what we have to do, this is what we have to do, but we still got a job to handle, you know what I'm saying? The job has to get done no matter what, whether, coach is here, whether players are hurt, it doesn't matter, the job has to get done and the job will get done, and so that was kind of our mindset, and, it's been great, a little adversity and feeling like everyone's against you, Michigan versus everybody, like now I got on, go get you one. But, it's been nothing but great. Obviously, we wish Coach was here. But he's done a phenomenal job preparing us all week for Saturdays.
Okay, last two real quick. Dennis here on the left.
Angelique asked my question, but JJ, just dovetailing off that, should this result, or will it alter whatever negative perception there is about how you guys got here?
I can't answer that because everyone's, entitled to their own perception of how they view us, and, they're entitled to their own opinion. So the thing that I just think of is we only care about us, and we only care about what we're doing and how we feel, and, that fulfillment internally. That's all we care about. So everyone else could have their opinions, and, we'll just keep doing us.
Okay, last question here from Steve, and we're done.
Zach, we were talking to these fellows about Zach Zinter going down. What was your take on that? And talk about the emotion that came off of that and winning it for Zach. Did you have a chance to talk to him? I don't know if he's here or.
I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but, when it happened and I looked back and Zach was screaming and Carson was literally holding his foot as it was just like, limp. And, it was a sight that I don't wish upon anyone to see. And, just at that moment, seeing the look in everybody's eyes, seeing them rally together, it was something about it. It was spiritual, honestly. Just like seeing that, I don't know, that drive. It was a different drive that came out of everybody after that happened because we're doing it for one of our leaders and one of the brothers that we all love.
Thank you all for your time. JJ Blake and Rod Moon. Here. Got Roman Wilson. I believe Mason Graham and Colton Loveland.
Come on, Roman. You guys can ask a question. Roman on the question. Thank you.
All right, we're going to have Coach Sharon Moore and wide receiver Roman Wilson. If you guys have a question, raise your hand. We'll get the mic to you. We'll start down here with Chris.
Sharon, just talk about the drive after they tied the game at 17 and how big that was and how your guys responded.
Huge. We always talk about never flinching, and our guys don't flinch, regardless of the situation. So just such a great response by our guys, and what you expect from a trained group like ours.
On the left, John.
Sharon, take us through the last 3 weeks, up and downs, adversity outside the program. What has it taken for you guys to get from that point to now today?
I mean, really, the biggest thing is we just try to focus on, what we're working on, keeping the main thing, as our guys say. Not looking too far into the future, not looking at the past, and doing what we can every single day just to get better and attack that moment. So, not trying to look at the outside world and what people are saying. We know what we have in that building, and staying together as a group is the most important thing for us.
On the right lane.
Coach Moore, I'm curious about the play calling today because it was a lot different than what we've seen out of this team the last 2 weeks, especially. What influenced that? How much was a factor of the injuries to personnel that were the last 2 weeks? And yeah, what was the strategy there?
The players, the way they practiced, the way they did it. And this game is something we prepare for 365. It's not a 1 week affair. It's not something we just dropped that week. So it's something that's planned out very strategically, and that's really all I can say.
On the left here, Andy.
Sharon, you went for fourth down 3 times in the first half, and the guy said you told them you would call the most aggressive game anybody had ever called. When you get to that moment though, and it is fourth down, and you're thinking, oh, do I go for it? What was going through your mind?
Let's go. That's it. The players just practiced so well this week. They practice well every week, and when you have confidence that they're going to execute it at a high level, it's just like first down. So feel like, I told them we were going to be aggressive, wanted to be aggressive, wanted to attack it, and those guys went out there and played their tails off.
On the right, Adam.
Sharon, you're obviously close to Coach Harbaugh. I was just wondering what your interactions were with him last night, even this morning, leading up to this game, and what your message would be to him right now.
Yeah, big thing he said to me was, he loved me and do me. And I told him the same thing. I love him, and we got his back. So, and like I said in the interview, we got his back. We'll do anything for him. Players will run through a wall for him, so with the coaches. So we were just prepared to go win this game for him.
On the left, Angelique.
Sharon, how difficult was it seeing Zach go down with that injury, and what's his status now? It sounded like he went to the hospital, and why the move of Carson to right guard?
It was extremely difficult when you're around a player for 4 years, or you're just around all these guys in general. You don't want to see any of them get hurt in any way, and it was hard, especially a kid of his caliber, on and off the field, more so off the field. Just such a great student, athlete, great person. But just got off the phone with his mom, so I think we got some positive news. So he'll heal, and he'll be, ready to go down the road at some point.
Why Carson to right guard?
Just because, we're always talking about the 6 best guys, the 5 best guys, whoever it is, and at that point in the game, felt like moving Carson in there and putting Trente out there was the best decision, and worked out well.
On the right, Tom.
Yeah, Sharon, Alex Orji and inserting him in the lineup, was that just trying to activate that offense in that first series, second half, and how did that play out?
It was planned. It's something we've had ready to go, and as a change-up, and we always got different things, different wrinkles to keep people off balance, and something that they really hadn't seen all year, so thought it would be a good play, and it ended up working out well. So.
Larry.
Along the same lines, the running back throw, how long had you been planning that for this game?
Well, there's these plays, there's this cut up of 500 plays that I got in there that sometimes just need to come out, and that was one of them. So I think I saw that one in 2018 or something, and it's just been kind of hanging out. So we got a good running back that can throw, and came out at the right time.
In the middle, Ralph.
Sharon, and frankly for the guys too, if they want to answer, you've been here for the one that broke the streak, then you beat them in Columbus. Does this one feel different because of the circumstances around it, and how?
Me personally, I don't think it feels different. We know what type of team this is. We handle business, so whatever's going outside the building doesn't really affect us. The only thing that matters is what's going on with this team. I don't talk to other people about what plays we're calling, what situations, how's practice going. I just talk to this guy. That's all that matters is what happens in this business. So.
Mason?
Yeah, same here. I've been a part of 2 of the last 3. Just our preparation, our complementing each other, offense and defensively, just goes well together. So I feel like we kept on playing good football. We know the expectations of this game, what comes with it. We know it's going to be a dogfight. So I feel like we had a good game plan, good preparation, and just came out on top.
On the left here, Steve.
Roman, could you share your view and your emotions of Zach Zinter, and then also of your touchdown through that tiny window?
Yeah, I mean, just seeing a big play and then kind of seeing a lot of guys like frustrated, and then turning around and seeing a guy like Zach, like our team captain, a good friend on this team, a good person. It just really hurts. Like, that's the heart and soul of our team and our offensive line, and you know, you don't want a guy like that to go down, and it just sucks. But you know, I can't really speak on like too much about it, like how he feels. But you know, I'm praying for him. I wish him the best. And like, to go on about the touchdown, man, like that's a play that Coach Kirk, he drew it up for me, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a play that I know that JJ is looking for me to get open, and you know, that's what I got to go do. I got to go make a big play in a big game and help this team win.
Ridiculous throw, too.
You see the throw? Insane.
Insane throw. And he'll tell you that he saw the guy that almost picked it, but he didn't. He just launched it in there.
What was your reaction, Sharon?
I mean, it's JJ, so I was like, good job. I mean, I knew he'd make a play. I told him before the game, listen here, like, when the game matters in some critical situations, I'm gonna put the ball in your hands, because I know you're going to make a great decision, and you're going to help us win, and you're going to find one of your dudes, whether it be that one over there or this one or one of the other guys. But I know like where his mindset is at, especially on those critical downs, and he found those guys, and it was just an amazing play by him, and then amazing plays by all these guys up here.
For all of you guys, maybe starting with Coach. Blake was up here talking about, you guys still got unfinished business, quoting Kobe, job's not finished. What's left out there for you guys to still accomplish, and what did you learn about yourself today that makes you think that stuff is attainable?
Yeah, I think everything. It's crazy to feel the energy in this building, in our building, in the room, with the players. Extremely excited to win the game, but they expected to win it, and they want to go down there next week in Indy. We're familiar with it. We're going to play a really good team, but we want to go win that, and we're not satisfied with just winning that. We have bigger goals. We have all the goals. We have everything out there that we've worked for, and we want to continue to pursue that. And these guys have earned that opportunity to go to those places and go win. So, just excited for these kids up here.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting emotional after the game. Like, being a senior, like, this could potentially have been my last game in the big house, and it really hit me once I got to the locker room. And then I got excited. I was like, oh wait, like, I still got at least one more game left, and that's just something I get to work for. And I can't wait to just go all the way with this team. Like, there's no other people, no other guys I'd rather go all the way with.
And then, we've been in the same position the last 2 years, falling short, but we know the expectations of what it takes to take that next step and keep on going to the next week. So I just feel like we're going to build off that off of the past 2 years, and we have the expectations of going past that.
Yeah, they hit it on the head.
On the left here, Mitch.
Sharon, the Big Ten, when they issued their punishment for Jim, said at least in part they were doing it to try to balance what they felt was an unfair advantage that you guys might have had in the beginning of the season, and suggesting that maybe some of your wins were because of that. Do you think the last 3 wins that you've done, obviously without any of that and without Jim Harbaugh, put to bed the idea that somehow this team was artificially boosted in terms of their abilities to win games?
There's a lot of thoughts and things that I would love to say, but all I know is this team is as good as any team in the country, and I think they just prove it every week, so that's all I got to say.
All right, Aaron.
Sharon, this is your obviously 4th game coaching. Did you feel added extra pressure this week preparing for Ohio State, knowing the magnitude of this game, and where does this win over Ohio State rank compared to the other 2 you've had?
Never really pressure. I mean, our players just, the way they prepare, the way they attack things, it doesn't make you feel pressure. You feel extremely prepared. You feel very confident in what they're going to do. I sleep. The only way I might not sleep good is because my daughter might have her foot in my face. That's about it. But like, I don't lose sleep over these guys. They work too hard. They attack everything every day. So we know this game. When this game comes around, you want that. You know, that's why you come here. You come here for the pressure and this game. So it makes us run through a wall and go attack it. So nothing added there this week.
We're going to go with a couple more for Sharon, and then we're going to excuse him, let the players talk. So we're going to go with Tony.
Okay. This was for the players, but we'll direct it to you, Sharon. So I guess the confidence from the offense to the defense. I guess early on the offense not quite clicking, right? 2 3-and-outs, 3 punts in the first 5 drives, but the defense sort of bides time. Then late, it felt like Ohio State early in the third quarter really sort of established the run there. The offense comes back and gets that touchdown. I mean, is that the confidence you guys are talking about? I mean, is there just always an expectation that if we don't do it, they will?
Yeah, I think that Coach said it last night. This is the ultimate team. He talks about the team. Well, Team 144 is the ultimate team in every way, shape, or form. Offense, defense, special teams. We got each other's back on the field, off the field. And we know that we're always going to respond. The guys don't flinch. They just keep attacking. And I think they just continue to show that every week.
Ryan?
Sharon, what happened with Will Johnson in the second half, and what can you say about how your team adjusted after he left the game?
Yeah, I think just had a lower leg injury. I think he'd be all right. But the guys just adjusted well. I mean, end the game with a pick. Pretty good. So excited for the defense and what they did and how they adjusted to this great team defense.
Well, Joe?
Sharon, it was billed as one of the biggest games in college football history, and yet your message was you're not going to be scared, you're going to be aggressive, attacking, play calling. How do you reconcile that mentality instead of all the tension about the biggest game ever?
I mean, it goes back to the kids, how they prepare, how they attack things, and how they work. So I'd be doing them a disservice if I try to be conservative when they're going out there running 150s in the summer, blood, sweat, and tears, working their tails off in the weight room, doing everything they can. They put the trust in me as a play caller on offense to be aggressive in these games. That's what they want, so that's what we gave them.
All right, we're going to excuse Sharon, and I'll meet the guys up here.
See you, boys.
Talk to the guys.
Love you, boys.
Slide down over. All right, start with Chris.
Mason, can you take us through the unprecedented holding call and what happened there? And then just talk about the trench warfare and how tough it was at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was a up in the air call. I just think that they wouldn't call that call particularly in this game, being the stage it's on and how big the game is. But you know what happens, stuff like that.
Just talk about how tough it was in the trenches this game compared to others.
Oh yeah, we know they're going to be one of the best O-lines we faced. I mean, they have good tight ends too, so that complements the O-line really well. So we knew we had to be on our best game, just going into every play, executing it as best we can.
Stuart?
Guys, obviously much was made of not having Coach Harbaugh for these games, but I'm wondering, having been through 3 games with Coach Moore now, or these past 3 games, like, what effect as a coach did he have on you guys?
I just feel like Coach Harbaugh has prepared all the coaching staff, just along their time as being here to step up and be in that role as a head coach. So I just feel like Coach Harbaugh prepared our whole staff greatly, and they're expected to be in the moment like that.
Yeah, I think it ties along with the culture too. Like just such a tight culture in the building. You know, everybody's always keeping it real, always 100%, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I mean, Coach Harbaugh's prepared this team really well, and Coach Moore is a big part of that too. So I don't feel like much change. Just another guy up there, another great coach being a head coach here. So yeah, he's just a good guy.
A lot of guys, yeah. We can just trust those guys.
On the right end.
For all of you, Ohio State made a big deal this year about being more physical. Did you get a sense
No.
that they were more physical?
Definitely not. I mean, like, I told the receivers this whole week, like, you got guys back there, like, this is the thing that I thought, too, like, guys who you want to put on, like, the Louis V, like, the $1,000 outfit, like, you want to act hard, but when we're out there, like, they're not hard. Like, I see the film, like, you're not tough. Like, and I don't think I'm the toughest guy in the world, but, you know, I'm out there, I'm getting physical. Like, I don't think they wanted it like how I wanted it.
You guys agree with that?
Yeah, I said it.
On the left, Austin.
Roman, for people who said you guys might have had an unfair advantage in this game the last couple of years, what do you feel like you showed today?
I feel like our details, precision, execution, really buying into this game and loving football and really being a really strong team.
Yeah, kind of like Roman was saying, but I kind of just feel like if you're beating teams by a lot of points, it's kind of just like is that, come on. Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the past now. We just got to focus on Indy.
Colston, back-to-back years you have trick plays designed to go to you. Is this something that you have planned coming into the game? And what's your reaction when you hear that play call come up?
Yeah, we kind of had it in the bank for a couple weeks, just kind of waiting for the right time to use it. Obviously, Dono's got a great arm. He can make stuff happen. I wish he maybe would have led me a little more, but no, he got it to me, and that's all we needed. But yeah, just cool being just getting the opportunity from the coaches to be in that position.
Anyone have any questions? Any more for these guys? Clayton? Steve? Clayton first.
Some of the other guys talked about the speech from Coach Harbaugh last night. What stood out to each of you guys about that?
I was telling the guys sitting next to me, it wasn't even just Coach Harbaugh. I mean, bro, every coach I got up gave me the best speech I've ever heard in my life, just back to back to back. And then they played like the most banger video I've ever seen. And like, if we would have did that this morning, like, that would have been perfect to get ready for the game because, I mean, they did a great job.
Yeah, kind of along the lines of Roman, being here last year playing against them, I kind of had that expectation because last year we did the same thing. All the coaches came up, said what they needed to say, just got everything off their chest, and kind of just let our team just be free and just speak freely and let everyone know how we're feeling. So it was kind of cool.
Got nothing to add to that, no.
Yeah. On the left here, Steve.
Colston, you work on the line with Zach every day. You have for a long time. What was your view of him being injured, and what did that do for you in terms of the adrenaline and playing for him?
Yeah, man. Everyone on the team, everyone on the team loves that guy. He's just such a personable dude. Works hard, and obviously really good at what he does. So seeing a guy like him go down is, it definitely hurt us. A lot of people, some tears falling. Just sad to know that he got that taken away from him. But I think that definitely motivated us to let's get this for Zach. And now hopefully we can go see him in the hospital or wherever he's at and just make him feel safe and let him know that we all got his back.
In the middle, Michael.
Roman, what was in the video after the speeches?
I mean, it's a public video, just the team video. I felt like that really hit me. It was showed a lot of highlights from like past years playing Ohio State, a lot of big plays Bill made this year. So, I mean, it's online.
On the left hand,
For all of you, when you guys talk about adversity, I think most of the time you're talking about dealing with it on the field, but what has prepared you for what this team's dealt with, particularly these last three weeks, these 3 games?
I feel like it starts with Coach Harbaugh, and then our strength staff, all the coaching staff, our strength staff, they just do such a good job preparing us, and like the strength staff specifically, just like when we're training, just putting us through, like mentally making us stronger too. You know what I'm saying? So just like always, just never quitting, always going 100%. I think that just like they just ingrained it in our head, so it's just always like it's just second nature to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like what Colson was saying. I feel like just the staff, coaches, even the players, player to player, we get ourselves just ready for the moment, and when that moment comes, we know what we're going to do when that moment comes. So I just feel like that's a big part of our team in handling adversity, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, this staff, Coach Herb, and the coaches done a great job of showing us like how to battle adversity, especially in the weight room, especially in the summer. Like that's when it all started. It didn't just happen like out of nowhere. So like we're ready for it.
I think
It helps you deal with everything that's been off the field, that's been sort of all around.
I feel like yeah, definitely. But and we just like Mason was saying, player to player, we just have so much love for each other, and I mean, everyone's just like this, and I really do mean it. So it's like we're always gonna go 100%, and we always got each other's back. So I think that's a big part of it too.
All right. Good. All right.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.